Hi, my name is Patrick Reagan. Welcome to the Operating Systems Linux, where we cover how to install, manage, and use the Linux operating system. In Part 4, Installing Red Hat Linux explains why Red Hat Linux is successful in an enterprise environment, and it demonstrates how to install Red Hat Linux. Red Hat Linux is a popular choice for several reasons, including Red Hat Enterprise Linux, or RHEL, provides a consistent, stable, and high-performance platform while offering workload portability and scalability. RHEL comes with built-in manageability and integrates well with broader Red Hat management and automation solutions. RHEL offers the flexibility of open source code and the innovation of open source communities. RHEL offers a product lifecycle of 10 years, providing kernel stability, API compatibility, support, and flexibility in planning IT initiatives which an enterprise needs. RHEL offers a strong security model and offers plenty of options of customization. Red Hat is a trusted partner to more than 90% of the companies in the Fortune 500. While RHEL may cost more than many other Linux distros, Red Hat provides the stability, security, support, and services needed by an enterprise. Red Hat uses a subscription model. At this time, Workstation self-support 1 year costs $179 per year, and standard 1-year support costs $299 per year. Server self-support 1 year costs $349, and standard 1-year support costs $799 per year. Please note that the prices may vary, and you should always check with your official Red Hat website or authorized vendor for the most accurate and up-to-date pricing. Self-support provides access to package updates and errata links, access to knowledge base articles, portal discussions, groups, and magazines. It does not include support for operating systems related issues, but it does include support for Red Hat update, registration, or issues related to Yum updates. As discussed in Linux Part 2, Installing Linux, the general steps to install Linux on the computer are: choose and download a Linux distro, create bootable installation media, boot your Linux installation media, install Linux by running the installer, and choose how to configure Linux. Part 2 also showed you how to create a bootable installation media using Rufus. Before you install Linux, you need to ensure that you have the minimum hardware necessary to install and run Linux. This screen shows the system requirements for Ubuntu, Debian, and Red Hat Linux. Generally speaking, you should have 2 or more core processors, 4 GB or more memory, and 25 GB or more free disk space. If you're going to be using the system for production, you should consider a minimum of quad-core processors, 8 GB of memory, and 80 GB of free disk space. To start the installation of Red Hat Enterprise Linux, or RHEL, you would boot from the Linux installation drive. It starts loading the Grub bootloader so that you can view various boot options. Grub, short for GNU Grand Unified Bootloader, is a bootloader and boot manager program for Linux. To load Linux, you would select Test this media and install Red Hat Enterprise Linux and press Enter. Specify your language. For Red Hat Linux, the installation program needs to be able to communicate with Red Hat to validate and to license and register the system. Since the system does not have DHCP available, I need to configure networking. Since I don't have DHCP, I have to first select Manual. If you forget to select Manual and you configure the IP configuration, the IP configuration will not be seen by this machine. Then specify my address, subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS server. Specify hostname. Click Done. Wait until the network shows connected. Click the Connect to Red Hat and specify login credentials to Red Hat. Specify the role, SLA support, and usage. Click Register and click Done. Specify the disk you want to install Linux. Specify the software to install. Specify the root password. You can also specify additional user. And click Begin installation. After the installation is complete, reboot the system. The installation should take 30 to 60 minutes for most systems with sufficient processing memory and storage. After Linux reboots, run the wizard to finish setting up the user for the computer. For more information, visit these sites. In summary, while Red Hat Enterprise Linux, or RHEL, may cost more than many other Linux distros, Red Hat provides the stability, security, support, and services needed by an enterprise. The general steps to install Linux on your computer are: choose and download a Linux distro, create a bootable installation media, boot your Linux installation media, install Linux by run the installer, and choose how to configure Linux. Red Hat uses a subscription model. Thank you for watching this video. The next video will be part 5, Configuring Linux. Thank you.